Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here to break down the 8-game NBA main slate here on Tuesday. A couple things before I get into the video. We're over 2.1 thousand subscribers now. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. Also, if you're new to the channel, I'm doing a weekly giveaway where all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in the video. It's from one entry in the giveaway. Max one comment though per video. It starts my Monday night showdown video that I uploaded a couple days ago. We'll go throughout the week. We'll end up my Monday night showdown video at the end of the week. So however many videos I've uploaded for the week, I don't think give away that many times. So say I have 10 videos uploaded for the week, I don't think give away 10 times. And the winner receives a $20 PayPal from myself. With that out of the way, let's jump in the video. So first, let's look back at my lineup here from Monday. Again, I do apologize for not being able to live stream this week. I got to stay late at work, but I tweeted out a player pool, so this is what I went with. If you guys watched my video, you guys knew I really liked the Pelicans Rockets game stack. Brandon Ingram got ruled out after lock, so I had to rearrange my lineup. Got Josh Hart in there. But yeah, this is what I went with Westbrook, Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday shot like terribly. I think Drew Holiday shot like 20%, still put up almost 50 fantasy points. Jaylen Brown, Kawhi, Derek Favors, Josh Hart, Kenneth Williams, and Chris Boucher. So again, Jaylen Brown was a guy I talked about in my video, really liking him on the Boston side. Again, I talked about the game stack. Kawhi was a guy I got to because I had to get off Ingram, so I had to rearrange a bit. And then Boucher is a value play. So already in the cash here in this tournament, and we still got Kawhi and Boucher going, so I think it's going to be a pretty solid night. So let's see if we can keep it going here for Tuesday. All right. So Tuesday, we got a pretty solid 8-game slate. Let's get to it. All right, so let's go over the over-unders and the spreads for these games first, and then we can get into pricing. Let's go to basketball. That would probably help. NBA. All right, so we got 8 games. Only 3 spreads are out for tomorrow. So we got OKC and the Pacers sitting at 2 and 9.5 with the Pacers favored by 3. Knicks Bulls at 213 with the Bulls favored by 5.5. Nets Jazz at 217 with the Jazz favored by 6.5. Again, we got 5 games that are not out yet. So as always, we'll start at center. And man, today center, I like a lot of plays. So we'll start with Anthony Davis at 10K. This is strictly for GPPs. He's still dealing with that shoulder injury, and it sounds like he's more on the questionable side. They have most of his probable, but he said he's going to go through pregame warm-ups and see how he feels. So again, this is Anthony Davis. He's very, very injury prone. Whenever you get, whenever you play him, that's the risk. So strictly GPP only here because I like a lot of other center plays on this slate, like a guy Joel Embiid. So no Al Horford, possibly no Ben Simmons. This is pretty big. If Ben Simmons misses 2, that's just so much usage to go around to guys like Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Josh Richardson. Would like all 3 of them a lot. Embiid under 10K going up against the Cavs. Yeah, this is a really good spot. Again, if Ben Simmons misses, that is just even more of a boost for Joel Embiid. So you really got to like Embiid here at 9.4K. An underpriced Drummond at 8.9K is viable. It's just, I think I like other plays at a similar price point. So you're not saying I hate Drummond. It's just, we'll see what the status is on Blake Griffin. He did play, but I kind of limited his minutes. Maybe since it's a back-to-back, they'll rest Blake in this one. If that's the case, then I would like Drummond a bit more. So that's something to keep an eye on. Domantas Sabonis, absolutely love this play here at 8.4K. You guys know I'm just a huge Sabonis guy. He won me so much money last year. We got no Miles Turner once again, no Goga. There's just he's just going to have to play huge minutes. The Pacers literally have no other bigs. And we got Steven Adams listed as questionable as well. Steven Adams is a pretty solid defender. So if he plays, that'll be a slight downgrade to Sabonis. If he misses, it's guys like Nerlens Noel and Mike Muscala. Yeah, I think Sabonis should be able to have his way with those guys. And he's just basically locked into close to 40 minutes a night with all his injuries. 8.4K. Really like Sabonis here. And then what is DraftKings thinking with this price here for Nikola Jokic? 8.3K. See, it's just he goes in stretches like he was on, like a 3 or 4 game stretch where he kind of just has off games, gets in foul trouble, isn't super aggressive. Now, back-to-back games of 38, 36 minutes, 57, 42 fantasy points. We want to target bigs against Atlanta. In the last game, he shot pretty bad, 9 of 23. Imagine if he shoots a little bit better, probably puts up 50 fantasy points. And again, this is against the Hawks. We got Alex Len questionable. If he misses, he'd be going up against the likes of Bruno Fernando and Damian Jones. Yeah, I love the price here for Jokic. One of my favorite plays. Again, center is tricky. It's definitely a two-center approach for sure. Like I said, I really like Embiid. Possibly Drummond if Blake rests in this one. Or Sabonis, you can play him at power forward, but Jokic, love him here at 8.3. Kevin Love at 8.2. I think is okay. It's just not sticking out the page to me when you got guys like Jokic, Sabonis right above them. Gobert, not for me. I know it's a good spot. It's just he hasn't flashed enough upside for me recently on the offensive end. Now, Julius Randle also pretty interesting here at 7.2K against the Bulls. He's going to play, low to mid 30s minutes. We want to target bigs against Chicago, so I'm very much considering Julius Randle here at 7.2K. I think he goes a bit lower owned on the slate, but I still like him. Really like Whiteside as well. So this is why the slate is tricky because there's so many good centers. And look at what the minutes have been for Whiteside last couple games. 34 and 35 minutes. Now, I know that game against Atlanta did go to overtime, but still, like Whiteside is, whenever we can project him to play a decent minutes, you got to consider him. He's still under 7K. A matchup here against the Kings, going up against Rashawn Holmes or Dwayne Dedmon. I think Whiteside could feast. He's still dealing with that foot sprain, which is slightly concerning, but I really like the price tag here on him. So, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of centers to like. Embiid, Jokic, Whiteside. Like those three just are really sticking out the page to me. I'm a big Bam guy, and at 6.8K, this is underpriced, but it's just so tough because there's so many good center plays today. Now, am I going to play Bam over like Jokic for like 1,500 less? Probably not. I do like Bam, and Detroit runs big, so he'll probably be asked to play big minutes, but it's tricky. So, yeah, I still do like Bam. It's just on this slate with so many good centers, it makes it tricky to play him. Tristan Thompson, the price has dropped, but I just don't think I want to go there in this slate. Other centers, like I said, it's really tough targeting any of these guys. Like Baines, I'll pass at 6K. Bobby Portis as a power forward definitely intrigues me at 5.5K. He's going to want some revenge here against Chicago. In that last game against Chicago, 30 minutes, 52 fantasy points. And we still got no Mitchell Robinson. I like when Bobby Portis comes off the bench because he's a very high-usage guy. He just runs that second unit. And I think he's going to want some revenge here against the Bulls. He shot the ball really bad last couple games. 5 of 15, 2 of 10. Still putting up decent fantasy items too. 34 and 29 fantasy points. If he shoots a little better, yeah, he could crush. And again, revenge game too. So he's definitely in play for GPPs. They're 5.5. Other options, I mean, Noel, you could look to. There's no Steven Adams. He's kind of been like an easy plug and play the last few slates when Steven Adams misses. At 5K, I don't think he's a plug and play. I still think he'd be solid, but again, it's, there's a lot of really good center plays in today, so it makes it tricky. Now, Paul Millsap as a power forward is interesting as well. The minutes have gone way up on him. 35 back-to-back games. They've kind of been all over the place, so if I knew he was going to play 35 minutes, I would really like him. This is also a revenge game for him, but man, it's like he could play 15 minutes. He could play 17. Like, you just don't know. So I think he's more suited as a GPP play just because the minutes are so sporadic. But if he hits that high end of the minutes, threshold, I would really like Millsap there. Let's see other options like a Taj Gibson. He played decent minutes in that game where he started against Dallas, but only played 17 in the game against Cleveland. Obviously if he plays closer to like 30 minutes, I would like him, but it's a riskier play here at 4.2. The cheaper options, I just don't think we have to go here on this slate. I guess the one thing I will bring up is Alex Len is questionable. If he misses, they really only have two bigs with Damian Jones and Fernando. Damian Jones played in that last game. He played 24 minutes. It's pretty solid. So he's a value guy you can consider, but are you going to use one of your valuable center spots for a guy like Damian Jones? That's the question you got to ask yourself. So that's kind of it. Again, center is really, really strong today. I like a lot of plays. Embiid. I like Jokic. I like Whiteside. Even Bam. There are a lot of good plays. Drummond, if Blake sits. Sabonis, I like. I'm probably going to play him at the power forward spot. So there's a lot of good center plays on this slate. Let's move on to power forward. Already talked about some of these guys up top. Jabari finally flashed an upside game. We know he still has an upside in him now after he put up 57 in the last game. I think I'll let others chase that though at 7.3K in a slightly tougher matchup. I just don't know if I wanted to go back there to Jabari Parker. Now Blake Griffin's interesting. They kind of limited his minutes. 24 minutes. So we'll see. it could be. Yes, we'll see. It's a back-to-back. If he rests in this one, then we could look to Drummond. If he plays, I probably would still pass. I think they're going to limit his minutes for the next few games. Now, Tobias Harris, I do kind of like as well. We got no Al Horford and possibly no Ben Simmons. So there's just a lot of usage to go around. To him, Embiid, Josh Richardson, those are kind of the main three. So would like Tobias a good amount if Ben Simmons misses. If Ben Simmons plays, I still think Tobias is viable with no Al Horford. He's just not like the best play. Gallinari always just seems kind of safe there at 6.4K. Marcus Morris, very up and down, but it is a good matchup. So I think he's more suited for GPPs. Let's see, what else? I already talked about Bobby Portis in that revenge game. I like him as a GPP option. Kuzma, but just the minutes aren't high enough. I really thought he'd be playing with the minutes restriction lifted, like low 30s minutes, but he's just not doing enough, and he's playing along super, super high usage guys with Anthony Davis and LeBron. Now, things would definitely change if Anthony Davis misses. If Anthony Davis misses this game, then Kuzma would be one of my favorite value plays. So that will be something we have to monitor again. I think Anthony Davis is more on the questionable side from what I've read of reports tonight. Other options, I mean, Markieff Morris, I would only even consider him if Blake Griffin does rest in this one. We'll see. The Miami situation, we got a lot of Miami guys questionable. I'll just go to Miami right now really quick, I guess. So we got Winslow out, Hero questionable, Waiters out, Olynyk questionable, Derek Jones Jr. out. So there's a lot of injuries to go around. If Tyler Hero misses, that's more minutes for guys like Kendrick Nunn and Dragic. I think Bam and Jimmy Butler played big minutes no matter what. But these secondary pieces will get boosts. Like, again, Dragic and Nunn if Hero misses. If Olynyk misses, guys like Duncan Robinson, Myers Leonard will pick up some more minutes, maybe even a James Johnson. So there's a lot of stuff we have to monitor here for Miami. But back to power forward. Jakar Sampson, I don't think I want to go there as a value play. I think that's basically it. So let's move on to small forward. LeBron at the top is, it's actually a tougher matchup here. Phoenix has been surprisingly really good on defense this year. Now, I would definitely consider LeBron if Anthony Davis misses. He would be one of my favorite spend ups. So again, that's something we have to monitor. If Anthony Davis plays, I think LeBron's okay. Probably wouldn't be the way that I go, but that's kind of the thoughts there for LeBron. Jimmy Butler at 7.8K. He's going to play big minutes. Him and Bam are going to play big minutes again. There's a lot of injuries in the Miami side, so definitely don't mind him here in the mid-range. Ben Simmons, again, this is something we have to monitor. If he misses, the direct beneficiaries are Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Josh Richardson. Those three get the biggest usage bump. So that will be something we have to monitor going into tomorrow. Let's see. Other options. Will Barton has been surprisingly really good for Denver this year. 37, 32, 36, 38 minutes. He's playing big minutes. He's been great. He's getting a double-double almost every single game with rebounds. He's rebounding the ball really well, getting a few assists in here and there. So he's really filling out the stat sheet. And this is a solid matchup against Atlanta. I think he's very much in play at 6K. If you're a guy that likes riding the hot streak, you can definitely keep going with Will Barton. He's been playing great basketball of late here. Harrison Barnes is more of just a cash game play. He's a guy that's going to play big minutes, not a super high usage guy, but he's been solid at 5.9K. I don't see huge upside, but I think he's pretty viable here. Now Josh Richardson at 5.7 would really like him if Ben Simmons misses. I still think he's playable if Ben Simmons plays, just not like the best play. So again, him, Tobias, and Joel Embiid would really like if Ben Simmons does miss. Karis LeVert's going to be out for this one, so we could look to some secondary Brooklyn guys. Maybe Dinwiddie picks up more minutes. Maybe they even move him to the starting lineup. So we'll see what Brooklyn does with that starting lineup. Like those secondary pieces like Taurean Prince, Joe Harris, maybe get a little extra run. Bazemore is priced up now, and we do have Rodney Hood back, so I don't know if I want to go there. Let's see, what else? Cheaper options. I mean, Hutchinson, I just don't think we have to go there in the slate. I know he did do pretty solid there for Houston against Houston, 26 fantasy points in 23 minutes. Normally he's a lower usage guy, so I don't think we have to go there on this slate. But I think that's basically it. So let's move on to shooting guard. Shooting guard is Booker at the top. He's more of just a GPP play now because Rubio is really eating into that assist number for him. I know he put up 9 assists last game, but it's kind of an anomaly for him this season. Like Rubio has the ball in his hands a lot. So Devin Booker turning into more of a scoring-dependent player, which makes him definitely a riskier option. So I think he's more of just a GPP play for me. Donovan Mitchell, it is a back-to-back, but this is a great spot. He's always the one Utah guy that I consider because I think he has the most upside. So he's definitely playable in a great spot there. Brogdon's interesting here at 7.6K. The price has kind of gone down on him. But with, we still have a lot of those Pacers out, Miles Turner, Jeremy Lamb. So there's a lot of usage to go around. So him and Sabonis are going to be the 1 and 2 in this offense. So very much on play there at 7.6. Zach LaVine, we have to have short-term memory. He burned me the other night against Houston. He literally had like 20 at halftime and he put up like 4 fantasy points in the second half. Either way, though, it's a good spot. 7.1 is very fair price. We know he has upside. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton at least. So I think he's very viable as well in the mid-range. The OKC guards, it's always tricky, like SGA, Chris Paul. I think they're just okay plays. I think I would lean towards Schroeder off the bench for a little bit cheaper. But if you want to go like SGA or Chris Paul, I'm not going to talk you off them. CJ McCollum, I liked him a decent amount there in the last few minutes. Atlanta put up 42 minutes, put up 46 fantasy points. It's just a guy that's going to play big minutes. And he's going to shoot the ball a ton. So, and at 6.5K, the price is, I still don't think it's coming up enough on him. I think he's more of like a 7.5K player. It's a good spot. So he's very viable in the mid-range as well. Jamal Murray, kind of the same thing, 6.3K. He's going to play big minutes. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton. Again, he's kind of similar to CJ McCollum. Like, he will have that upside game every once in a while. He's underpriced in my opinion. Sorry, hold on. And it's a good spot. Like Trae Young defense most likely. So, yeah, I think CJ and Jamal Murray are very similar on the slate. I think both are underpriced. Both are going to shoot the ball a ton and play big minutes, and both have upside. So CJ, Jamal Murray, very viable there. Other options, RJ Barrett, the Mets are kind of going down on him recently. Only played 24 in that last game, so it makes it slightly riskier play. Now, Schroeder's interesting here, 5.8K. He had that big game. I liked him a lot there against Milwaukee. The price is getting up there, though, and I don't really like paying premium for guys, but we just know he's going to be a high-usage guy. He's going to shoot the ball a ton off the bench, and it's not a terrible spot here against the Pacers. So definitely viable. I think he's more in the GPP range, though, because of his little bit of up and down nature. So what else? Again, Josh Richardson would really like him if Ben Simmons misses. Let's see, Derrick Rose, I started him, but didn't play huge minutes. Only played, 20 minutes? So, I think I would only consider him if a guy maybe like Blake Griffin rests in that one. So, Bogdan Bogdanovic. You guys know I really like this guy. Back-to-back games, he's put up big minutes, or big points. 34 and 38 fantasy points. The thing is, again, you're kind of paying a premium for this guy. 5.4K. That's like a $1,000 price hike. Now, I know he's been playing really well. There also is no De'Aaron Fox. So, there is a lot of usage to go around here. So, I still do like Bogdan. I know he's got the price hike. I know you're kind of playing a premium for him. But I think, again, he's probably going to play 30 minutes in a close game. Portland, I'm not really scared of, whoever they throw on him defensively. So he's very much viable. And, 5.4K, I do still like the upside there. Let's see. Anthony Simons at 4.9K, been playing really well for Portland. But, again, you're kind of paying a premium for him now, or 4.9. I think I'll pass and look elsewhere. A guy like Kendrick Nunn you could look to if Tyler Hero misses. But I think I would prefer a guy like Goran Dragic off the bench who's just flashed more upside recently. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, so this is, probably the best value play of the day right now is Corey Joseph at 3.7K. De'Aaron Fox is going to be out for a little bit here. Most likely it's going to be Corey Joseph that picks up a starting point guard role. In the game where he got injured, he played 29 minutes, got 24 fantasy points. So my best guess is to start Corey Joseph. There's always like an off chance they can start a guy like Yogi Ferrell. I believe he's a minimum price. Yeah, minimum price Yogi Ferrell. I guess they could start him, but I really think it's be Corey Joseph. Whoever they do start between the two is obviously one of the better value plays of the day. So yeah, if Corey Joseph starts, I think he's the best value play of the day. Same thing with Yogi Ferrell. So, but I think that's kind of it for shooting guard. I don't think there's anyone else we really have to talk about here. So let's move on to point guard. Point guard at the top, Lillard at 9.5K. He's going to play like 40 or so minutes in a close game. It's a great match for you against Sacramento. There's nothing bad to say about him. If you want to play him, go ahead. I think he has big upside. I think he's pretty safe. So, yeah, if you got the salary, you can definitely go Lillard there. Kyrie against the Jazz is probably a pass. It's just a tougher matchup. I don't think I want to go there. Trae Young. So this is more of a GPP play, but God, I love Trae Young. He's just going to shoot the ball so much. The ball's always in his hands. I know the game went into overtime against Portland. He shot the ball 30 times. Now, he didn't shoot the ball well, 9 of 30, but still put up 65 fantasy points. So this matchup against Denver, not necessarily the best, but I think he gets the best matchup-wise. He'll probably have Jamal Murray on him. Maybe Denver actually, they'll probably throw Gary Harris on him. Just thinking about it, like Gary Harris is a much better defender, and I don't think they would, waste having Jamal Murray on him. So I think they will probably throw Gary Harris on him. Either way, Trae Young's going to shoot the ball a ton. I think he has huge upside, and I think he goes a little bit lower on the slate. So I don't think this is a cash game play because of the slightly tougher matchup, but man, the upside is huge on him, and the price is not budging. So I still really like him here for GPPs. Again, no De'Aaron Fox. I think whoever starts at point guard, whether it be Corey Joseph or Yogi Ferrell, is probably the best value play of the day. Rubio's been playing really well. He's filling out the stat sheet. Love playing these type of guys because when their shots falling, like this game against Brooklyn where we put up 22 real-life points, they can have a huge fantasy point game, 51 fantasy points. But on nights where his shot's not falling, like 4 of 11, still puts up 36 fantasy points. So, I still like him, but again, you're kind of paying a premium here at 7.7K. What else do we got here? Again, CJ and Jamal Murray, they both seem a little bit underpriced. Conley, don't mind him. I think I would slightly prefer, paying just a little extra for Donovan Mitchell. I think the upside's a bit higher on him. Against Schroeder, I like him for GPPs. Colin Sexton, I'm not going to chase that big game in a tougher match against Phoenix. Now, Dragic is very interesting here, 5.6K. 31 and 34 minutes, back-to-back games. We got Tyler Hero questionable as well. If Hero misses, there's just a lot of usage around. We already have no Winslow. We have some other guys that are questionable. So I think Dragic would be a very solid GPP play there, coming out the bench at 5.6K. Dinwiddie's a guy that will probably get a little extra run with no LeVert. Maybe they've been moving the starting lineup. We'll see what they do. But yeah, I think he would be a pretty solid, mid-tier play there, even in a tough matchup. Let's see. Neto at 4.8K, I think would be okay if Ben Simmons misses. I still think I would just prefer Josh Richardson at a similar price point, and then paying a little extra for Tobias or paying a lot extra for Embiid. But Neto, if you want to go there, you definitely can. I think he's an okay value play. Let's see. Other cheaper options here for point guard. I don't think we have to go with any of these guys, so I think that's basically it. So again, as of right now, making this video Monday night, a lot of things can change, but I like a lot of centers right now. I think a lot of those guys are underpriced. We're still waiting on the Ben Simmons injury news. We're still waiting on some of those injury news for the Miami guys. So there still is a lot of stuff to, go over. So that's why it's very important to follow me on Twitter, guys. That will be in the description below, especially for this week since I can't live stream. Normally I'll live stream like 45 minutes before lock, talking about all the injuries and stuff. But this week, again, I got to stay late at work, so I'll not be able to live stream. So that's why, again, very important to follow me on Twitter. I will be tweeting out my player pool once again, just because I will not be able to live stream. So be on the lookout for that. But thanks again for coming and check the video, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later.